Hello everybody, how are you doing today? And welcome back to the garden. It's a lovely sunny day and it's my last chance to harvest all the crop in the greenhouse. Let's do that today. Let's go. As I was just saying, it's my last chance to harvest the stuff from the greenhouse. I'm going on holiday next week, so everything that's ready have to go today. Don't have much time, only 2-3 days before my holiday, and I don't want to risk losing all my crop from the greenhouse. The greenhouse is completely full. Okay, so first of all, let's have a quick look at the greenhouse. As I said, it's turning into a jungle, but the main thing for me today are the grapes. They definitely need to go before they turn into raisins. So I'm gonna be picking all the grapes, all the ripe tomatoes, whatever's left. And also all the ripe sweet peppers. I also have some popcorn over there in a corner that's gonna get harvested as well. Oh, and I've noticed some of the chilies are turning red as well. So I'm gonna pick those as well. Okay, not quite sure how the camera is working. It's quite crowded here, but I hope you can see me. First of all, the grapes. They are absolutely lovely. Sweet and juicy. They're all gonna get turned into wine. They make delicious wine. I'm picking the whole clusters like that. I hope my 27-liter bucket is big enough. This grape is 3 years old, I think now. Last year I got some fruits out of it. Not that many, just to try. But this year there's plenty and plenty of lovely harvest. I brought that grape, as I said, 3 years ago from Italy, from Sicily actually, as a small cutting, planted it here. It didn't take long really for the plant to start growing like mad. I bet it enjoys the warmth in the greenhouse. And fingers crossed, it doesn't seem to be getting any fungal problem like all the grapes I'm growing outside. Okay, so the grapes are done. It's a full bucket to the brim. I can hardly lift it. So that's all gonna be turned into nice rosé wine. Let me quickly show you some of the grapes. Those are really lovely, juicy grapes and sweet. Not many of them have seeds inside, but as you can see, some of them started splitting and drying already, so I couldn't wait any longer. It's my last chance to harvest. Happy to do that. Okay, and after the grapes, let's pick all the red tomatoes. There's still plenty green ones, but I need to pick all the red tomatoes. They are quite heavy, the beefsteaks. Let me get the biggest one. I'm gonna weigh that monster. It's not the biggest I ever grew, but it's getting there. That's the one I'm gonna be saving seeds for the next year. So let me quickly go through this jungle and pick whatever's red, and I'll see you back in a moment. Okay, that's not bad harvest, really. I think most of them gonna be chopped and frozen, ready for winter meals. And now my sweet pepper harvest, that's the one I'm most excited about. Let's go. Okay, so this is my sweet peppers. I should have staked them because they are kind of bending to the ground under the weight of the fruits. But just look at the beauty of this one. I can smell it already. And here we are, the main harvest from the greenhouse for 2025. There's still quite a bit of tomatoes and peppers growing. They are still green, so I'm gonna leave it for another week or two. We shouldn't be getting any too cold over weather. But anyway, I managed to get all my grapes, full bucket. I can hardly lift it. So that's gonna be nice processing session. I got all of the red tomatoes, as I said. As I said, there's quite a few of green still, so that's gonna have some time to ripen as well. And I also got all the red peppers. I was picking even the mostly green. If I can see that it's starting to turn red, I picked it. They're gonna ripen on the kitchen counter. If you see just a little bit of color changing, they are ready to pick. Out of all of those, there were only 2 damaged ones. I don't know what happened there. This one looks like it's rotting for whatever reason. I was keeping the greenhouse quite dry on purpose this year, because last year I lost quite a few sweet peppers to the rot like that, and I'm pretty sure that's because of overwatering and keeping the air moist. My popcorn, it's a bit of a disappointment. There is not much popcorn on it really, and there's only a few cobs like that from the greenhouse. but I picked one cob from the outside and it looks quite full, but it's not fully ripe yet, so I'm gonna leave it for another few weeks and we'll see. Maybe the outdoor corn gonna give me proper harvest. Compared to the greenhouse, really poor pollination. I also picked my greenhouse pumpkin. It's very small and it's not ripe yet. I hope it's gonna ripen fully inside in the house, but the vine was dead, so it wouldn't do anymore in the greenhouse. And I have a couple of the first chilies. As I said, I got a couple of first red chilies. They are really spicy Thai chili. Not many, just first 5 red chilies, but there's quite a few green ones still trying to ripen. To compare the size, the sweet pepper and the chili. But I think they look quite pretty. They're all gonna get dehydrated and used as a spice in the kitchen. I'm not quite sure if I mentioned before, the pepper's gonna get chopped and frozen. That's how I'm gonna store them for the winter in the freezer. Same with the tomatoes. Pumpkin obviously gonna get eaten fresh if it's ever gonna ripen. And the grapes gonna be turned into a lovely wine. They make really delicious rosé wine. And they are really sweet as well. I don't think I'm gonna need to add any sugar to the wine. I definitely gonna eat some fresh as well. So yeah, that's the greenhouse harvest 2025 almost done. I need to sort out the greenhouse as well, clear all the excess plant, start sowing for the winter, probably some lettuces, stuff like that. But for now, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you back in the garden very soon. Bye.